Welcome back. We have a very special knife here today. I can honestly say I reviewed some of the coolest knives ever made on this channel. Certainly not all of them, but some of them. And even this week in particular, I reviewed so many that were amazing. This VC Edge interface has to be one of the most interesting and compelling knives I've ever reviewed. And we'll talk about why on this video. It is really just operates in a world of its own. And let's talk about what makes that possible. Feel free to check it out, vcedgeknives.com. Jason over there, already chatted with him a little bit, just super nice and approachable guy. And it really starts with understanding what you're looking at, because you can't do what I'm doing right now, which is hold it, which is where things start to get really weird. The best analogy I've come up with for this knife so far is it's like watching a snake skin eat a gopher. You feel like you're not holding the entire knife or something, and yet the action, amazing, on the level of an Oz Roosevelt, albeit lighter feeling. The fit and finish, fantastic. On the level of, I'm trying to even think of something that I'd compare it to. From a fit and finish perspective, Brown knives, on the level of Brown knives, Holt and others, maybe even a level up in ways. And what will really blow your mind starts here. So let's get into the craziest part about this knife. I'm gonna go in this direction to try and emphasize what you're looking at here, which is a full-size knife that weighs the same as the mini bug out. And it is actually a touch heavier, but he has a new version out that is supposedly even a little lighter. That's he's in the middle of making right now, so let's weigh it. So this one is interface number 92, and he keeps iterating and making these better and better and lighter and lighter. 1.53 ounces. The mini bug out, 1.51, 1.50 ounces. But the size difference is insane. Like, this emphasizes it, but maybe this further emphasizes it for you. Its handle alone is probably an inch longer. Let's do some measurements. This is not mine, this is one I'm borrowing, so I'm trying to be extra careful here. Full length, right at 8.5 inches versus full length on the mini bug out, 6.5 inches. Is a 2-inch longer knife. The effective cutting edge, about 3.625 inches versus 2.75, almost an inch longer effective cutting edge. Some of the things that make this possible, if you look inside, he's actually, and this is really cool, you can see a date on there, 7 of 2022, USA made, VC Edge. He's actually milled out the carbon fiber. I don't know if I've ever seen that before like that. This is like one piece of solid carbon fiber from end to end, and it has milled out CF, despite being as thin and light as it is. The titanium frame lock, which is actually in this new version that's coming out right now that he's working on, is going to be a integral bolster lock, which is insane. He's got this piece of metal, has an integral bolster lock in it. Never seen anything like it. But this is the titanium frame lock. Look how milled out it is inside there. and the carbon fiber on the other side is milled out as well. The pocket clip, radically thin and milled out. Everything from the details of the pivots, the blade and the insanity of the blade. You've probably watched a review of this already. I'm not doing the first one here, but I was always skeptical about people commenting that you couldn't feel the seam between the carbon fiber and the M390 blade steel, but it's absolutely true. It's just remarkable the effort that he went into to make this what it is. And this isn't even the wildest one that he's done. I've seen one that Dirk Warning has on his page. It has an integrated like inlay of carbon fiber within the carbon fiber. Some of the handles he's doing now with cutouts and stuff are just wild. It's the first knife that I've handed to my wife that she just actually was impressed by. My wife, I always try and impress her. I always want her to take one of the knives and want it for herself or something. I'm always trying to sell her on knives to get her into my hobby. Not as much as I am, don't get me wrong, but get her understanding how remarkable some of the craftsmanship is in this hobby. This is the first one where I actually just put it down on the sofa over some blankets because I don't want her to drop or anything. I put it down and she picked it up and she was just shocked. And I wanted to do this video within the first 24 hours because I feel like one of the things that can happen is you can adapt. The first impression of this is it's like a husk of a knife, not the knife itself. It's like it's the outer layer. That's why I use the analogy of the snake skin. It's like watching the snake skin get up and do everything that a snake would do, but it only weighs as much as the skin. It's so remarkable when you get it in your hand for the size. It feels totally different than the mini bug out. The mini bug out is very light also, but it feels denser, is the best way I can put it. So it feels like such heavier material so it actually feels heavier because it's so much smaller for the same weight. So one of the weirdest things, if I pick this up and I pick this up, even though that's a lighter knife, it actually feels heavier because you can feel the concentration of the materials in such a small area, whereas this one, the balance and everything, it just feels insanely light. And yet, somehow, it also feels like a knife you could use. It's definitely delicate feeling, but the action is so crisp, you can see how it can be a reliable, great knife. So I stayed up super late last night trying to find one. It's one of these ones that just kind of drove me over the edge, and I've been single-minded since. And here, an amazing knife came in yesterday also that I've been actually wanting to see more than this one even, the SPK Lamia or Lamia, and I have not picked this up again since. This is the first time I picked it up again. It's amazing. It's a great knife. Don't get me wrong. I should say it's very good. I don't know if I'll go amazing on that, but it's very good. This is amazing. This is just remarkable. A remarkable feat of craftsmanship and execution, and engineering and ingenuity. Look how it's carved out inside of the flipper tab. It's those extra details that take the weight down to such a low weight. I love the quote on Jason's website, on the VC Edge website, that says, "I made the knife I couldn't find," or something like that. I can't remember what the exact quote is. Maybe I can find it really quickly. Oh, amazing line here too. "Anything worth doing is worth overdoing," which is the guy that lent this to me taught me that, and it definitely represents my collecting. Our knives. "I couldn't find the knife of my dreams, so I built it myself. VC Edge is making knives with composite materials constructed in creative ways, resulting in a practical, well-balanced, ultra-weight, and beautiful cutting tool." Phenomenal description, better than I could do for sure, and very appropriate for what we have here. So I'll do one last close-up of the VC Edge interface and just let the knife speak for itself. amazing work on this. Thank you so much to my friend Derek for loaning me this. It's been an amazing experience. And congratulations to Jason at VC Edge. You've done something that no one else has ever done. And I'm just excited to see what you continue to do as a company. Well done. Thanks, everyone. Please like, subscribe, comment. Feel free. Anything you know about these knives, I'd be interested in your comments. And I will see you on the next one. Take care.